Yo guys, welcome back to another FIFA 21 video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be kind of talking about what to invest in for Headliners Team 2. We are expecting a Team 2 of some sort to come out on Friday. This team is in packs until then anyways, so we likely won't see anything come out midweek, which is why it's probably a good idea to start thinking about what we could potentially get into heading into the promo. Currently, we're starting to see these headliners go down a bit over last night, and this was just due to the fact that we saw just a lot of supply come in from squad battles. Again, we still don't have the headliners filter yet, but a few of these cards, I believe on PS, we saw him under 40k today. We saw Bruno on the market for a little bit. He's actually back extinct, which is kind of expected, but still, we're seeing a lot of, these cards kind of come down a tiny bit just as more and more supply gets added in. We talked about it last night in the when to buy and invest in these kind of the Headliners Team 1 cards. If you guys are interested in that, just check it out. It was uploaded last night. We really go in depth on, the current team that's in packs. But I kind of want to talk about what we can invest for the new team coming out. And kind of judging off of SBCs and stuff. Again, it seems, we got an 88 rated player SBC, but it seems that the SBC, fodder, I guess, the best that's kind of, to keep a look in, is going to end up being the 85s, the 83s, 84s, etc. We're kind of getting the same kind of, I guess, quality for these SBCs as, what I mean by that is, we're kind of getting the same rating. The players play from an 86 to 88 rated. They play that decent, they're decent players. They're not super meta, but they're not also crap. They're kind of in the middle based on, what fits, people's teams, I guess. So again, 85 rated team, team of the week. So I want to say informs are probably the best one to go for, especially at discard when we get new team of the weeks and stuff like that. Again, we saw the same trend happen where, the informs, the 83s from team of the week or whatever, or whatever came out. The lowest they were was about Friday, and since then they're kind of gone up a little bit. I know some of the informs from this morning's video that we took a look at, some of the informs from the current team of the week have started to rise up a little bit, and I told you guys to kind of watch the price. As well as we also got another flashback, and again, same rating, 85. So I want to say 85 fodder is your best bet to kind of scoop up. Now I want you guys to be careful because yes, fodder is a little bit inflated. So you definitely want to be trying to snipe fodder as we get closer and closer to the week. It is Monday today, so you guys have time to snipe over the next 4 days and kind of pick up some, players and stuff like that. We also got some of the SBC challenges and stuff like that. This one was a really, really easy one. Just, a super, super easy one. As far as this goes, this is more of something I would want to do if you guys wanted to snipe kind of snipe requirements and stuff like that, because what you're likely going to end up seeing happen is you're never going to be able to predict which certain players are going to be needed, but what you can do is kind of take a look at what players are actually required, for the SBC, and then go into Footbin and look at those solutions for those SBCs. You'll notice that you'll be able to find, you'll have much more success trying to find players from, from the Footbin solutions, then you'll be able to snipe them and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and actually complete this SBC real quick. So that's something I would look to actually end up doing, is just going into the solutions, seeing who's required for Headliners Team 2. Now we are going to talk a little bit about the players that go out of packs and stuff like that. I do have this SBC to do for you, and we do get a walkout, which is kind of nice. I have not gotten any good pack luck this year. French, goalkeeper, we got an inform, so not terrible. But this is actually one of the team of the weeks I did want to talk about too. 84 rated. He's a good fodder card. Of course, he's untradeable, but he's actually one that's decent. And again, we're going to go over to Footbin in a second and take a look at some of those. But that was a card that, that kind of interested me because he's a good inform for these SBCs we've been getting recently. 85 rated with an inform. That's a card that's 84 rated, French and everything, so he's very good for linking and stuff like that. And I'd imagine as he goes out of packs, his price will rise up too. So heading over to Footbin right here, we could kind of take a look at some of the golds, and they've done well. Personally, I don't know who's going to get in Headliners Team 2. That's something that is going to be a little tough to predict. A lot of people are thinking Neymar, but I do want to take a quick look at some of the headliners that got into packs and kind of see what they did. So Bruno Fernandez, obviously, he is the star player of the Team 1. Really good card, and of course his headliners is extinct. So what actually happened to his card when he went out of packs? So here he is on Friday. And he actually ended up going up in price from the Wednesday before. He went up a decent, 15K on PlayStation, about the same on Xbox. So that's a pretty decent rise up. Now, you do have to be careful with something like this. We don't know who's going to get in Team 2. Now, if we do get some hints, obviously he started rising up at about the time we got the loading screen. So I want to say Thursday. So you have to be quick when, this happens. If you see a player that you think on that loading screen, go up and buy his gold. Him going out of packs and stuff like that has helped his price a lot, especially on Friday night. So if you buy on a Thursday, sell on a Friday night, you're going to make some decent profit, I think. If we do get the Headliners Team 2 loading screen, I think it's going to be huge. It's going to give you guys some good profit. Now, I don't know who's going to get into the team, obviously, because we don't have anything yet. But there have been a few shouts of potentially Neymar. Chucky Lozano is one that I think could probably get into. With a card like Lozano, though, I would never invest in any golds that aren't good or aren't meta. Like Bruno Fernandez, he's got a good gold card and it's a decent price. But a card like this, I would never invest in for when he goes out of packs. Now, one of his informs, I definitely would. He has 3 informs this year. And this is going to be a card that we can do that substitute trading I've been talking about with. So what would likely happen, and 2 days ago we came out with a video, or no, it was Sunday. We talked about substitute trading and basically how it worked. Essentially what you want to do is buy a card when he gets panic sold on that Friday. And this is something I would look to do too. You're going to see if Chucky Lozano gets on the loading screen, you'll start seeing some panic selling on this card. And what happens is on Friday, he comes into packs and stuff, his card drops down quite a bit. And what you can do is actually buy the card when he's in that bottom, and then you can sell Friday night when he goes back up. Again, Bruno Fernandez was a prime example of doing that as well. As far as link investments go, I don't really think links did too well. Rashford was maybe the only one that did, but he was out of packs too, so it was a little kind of... It's tough to say that it was just a link investment that pushed Rashford up a little bit, but... He was a good example of a card that went up a little bit. He was out of packs due to Team of the Week, and then Bruno came out, and so it kind of went hand in hand where the card rose up, a little bit. As well as substitute trading also worked well on the other inform cards, or his other left mid card. I think it was the live card. I'm not sure. But still, a really, really good example of that there. And the market as a whole has done well. I think we're going to see a very decent market heading into Headliners Team 2. Surprisingly, there's been some buying today as well from last night, which is a little bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting that much buying power, but I was trading some icons last night, and they actually, were selling this morning when I woke up. So a little shocked to see that, and I imagine that's going to continue throughout the week. Again, we do have the potential for, some pretty nice Team of the Week cards too this week, so I'd imagine the market's going to do well. There's going to be a lot of buying and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for alternatives and stuff like that. It should be good. Again, golds are doing decent. Again, they flatlined kind of from the weekend, which is a good sign. Cristiano's the only one that's going down a little bit. That's just due to panic of him potentially getting in Team of the Week. But cards like Neymar and Mbappe, they're going to stay pretty flat, and imagine they're going to start uptrending soon as we get closer and closer to rewards, and then obviously Headliners Team 2. With that being said, that'll pretty much wrap up the video. There's not too much to invest in heading into a promo like this. I don't expect any upgrades or anything like that, so fodder's kind of, I'm staying away from. However, when we get closer to Team of the Year, obviously, we're going to be seeing a lot more to invest in, but all I'm expecting is a team, maybe another player SBC or so. 83 to 85 fodder is probably the best shout if you do want to hop in. Again, be careful because those cards are pretty inflated. And again, substitute trading, something you might want to do as we get closer and closer. And again, some of the out of packs that are kind of leaked in that loading screen EA drop, because that is probably the best bet of, finding a good out of pack investment, as people are hyped on those 3 players alone. Again, if you enjoyed today's video, drop a thumbs up, comment if you have any questions down below, and subscribe if you're new. Till next time, peace.